You want forgiveness?
I done what I done. I ain't getting on my knees about it.
Hello and welcome to today's Walking Dead discussion video, the earliest one I've done. I know the episode hasn't even aired for the AMC subscribers yet, so I know I've got this exclusive clip from somewhere. I'm just going to explain the clip. I'm going to do one today, just because there's only 2 more episodes of The Walking Dead being aired, well, from what we know, so I want to make as many videos as possible on The Walking Dead, and this is a discussion video. There is going to be clips involved, but if I put too many clips in, I will get copyrighted, and I don't want that. So yeah, it's mostly a discussion video. I will include some clips mainly about what I'm talking about, very brief 15-second clips, coloured red so I don't get copyrighted and zoomed in anyway. So yeah, if you enjoy this Walking Dead discussion video, make sure to give it a like and subscribe. Any feedback is appreciated. Make sure to give your opinion in the comments below about whatever I say, and additional comments, and I may add them into more Walking Dead discussions. There's going to be one more coming out today, 28th of March of recording, and there's going to be some coming out in the next few days. I know I said that last week, but that did not happen, but it will definitely happen for this one. So yeah, like I said, if you enjoyed, make sure to subscribe for more Walking Dead discussions, give it a like, share please, because I need viewers, and let's just get right into it.
I'm getting that. What I don't get is coming down here and dealing with me when seems to me you ought to be lining up the old Skin Queen in your crosshairs.
So in this scene, obviously the plan is revealed and everything is revealed that Carol let Negan out of the cell, which was interesting. At first I never thought Carol would actually let Negan out of the cell, because we've not saw any scenes of them two together. Throughout the last 2 seasons, them two have not crossed paths or anything. Maybe they have off screen, but their characters from our eyes, they have not crossed paths. So it was really interesting and very strange to see them both together. And as we can see, they were pulling up some secret project through where they were going to kill Alpha, and Carol said, bring me Alpha's head and then you'll get forgiveness. So I feel like Negan is now seeking forgiveness. I mean, we sort of saw that at the end of last season when he saved Judith's life in the winter storm, but we're clearly seeing now that Negan is really seeking forgiveness, even though he's trying to act tough about it, that he's not bothered about forgiveness or anything like that. The fact that he killed Alpha, like, he knows he had the upper hand over the group, but yeah, he decided to kill Alpha, and he could have had some kind of relationship with Alpha. I mean, Alpha clearly was warming up to Negan, they were always together, they were intimate with each other, so it was really strange to see Negan to cut his head off. It really did cut her head off. It really didn't make sense at that time, but that's what happened. So it was really interesting, to be honest. I mean, what will happen with Carol now is a big ask. I mean, Daryl's now going to know that Negan was let out the cell by Carol, so that's more anger from Daryl to Carol. But I feel like there will be forgiveness in episode 16, which sadly we won't see for a while. I feel like there will be a bit of forgiveness, but I'm not too sure yet. What is also interesting is the scene between Daryl and Negan, where Daryl tries to explain everything, doesn't believe him, but I feel like Daryl will work with Negan. I know they saw each other, but I feel like the fact that Daryl obviously wants Alpha dead, there's no surprise about that, same with the rest of the group, but to be honest, I really do feel like Negan will be forgiven by Daryl. In some sense, I feel like there'll still be some anger there. I don't know if Negan will end up back in his cell or he'll be helping fight in the war. But in the comics, what happens is that Negan helps to defend Alexandria when the herd is sent towards Alexandria. But last time it was sent towards Hilltop, which I'm not sure if that happens in the comics. I've never actually read the comics. So it will be interesting to see what does happen in episode 15 and 16. Well, 14 hasn't even aired yet. I'm just seeing different clips. So yeah, it'll definitely be interesting to see what happens. What do you think? Please let me know, because I'm very curious about what you all think about this episode and this clip specifically. So if you enjoyed this Walking Dead discussion, make sure to give it a like and subscribe like I said in the intro, and goodbye.
Stones on you.
So you in or out?
Word has it you are a certified badass.
Well, of course, we know Ezekiel's fate is confirmed now. He has cancer. He won't survive the cancer because they're in an apocalypse. But it's a very touching moment, this. The fact that these two get to say goodbye. I mean, they've been best friends for the past 2 seasons now. I mean, Jerry was always, he always loved Ezekiel, and Ezekiel always had something for, well, not obviously in that way, had something for Jerry. And this might have not happened this as well, because Jerry was about to die in the cave scene, and I'm so glad that these two got to say goodbye. I mean, I really like Jerry as a character, so to see him say goodbye to Ezekiel was very good. I mean, interesting to see. When do I think Ezekiel will die? I feel like he will in episode 16, so I don't know if we'll see it yet. Or because of this moment of saying goodbye to Ezekiel, he could die in this episode. You don't know. I mean, there hasn't been any clues to really say that he'll die in this specific episode, but I feel like he will die very soon, which is obviously very sad, to be honest. And you can also see in this clip that Ezekiel's giving over the crown to Jerry. You know, he wants him to lead the kingdom. I'm not sure if the kingdom really exists now. I'm guessing he means the group of people that's actually still left in the kingdom, but he's passing it off to Jerry, which is obviously a great moment. You can see, you know, they are best friends and that. So yeah, it is really going to be sad to see Ezekiel go. I mean, he will go very, very soon. It'll be definitely this season, and it'll be 14, 15, or 16 now, obviously, because they're the only episodes left. But I'm guessing it'll be episode 15. I don't believe he'll go in this episode. They are building up towards his death. I mean, him saying goodbye in this scene to Jerry, they are really building up to his death. So there isn't really much to discuss in this one. So if you enjoyed this episode of Walking in Discussion, please leave me your feedback on what you think of Ezekiel and Jerry in the comments below. It'll be really interesting to hear. So yeah, goodbye.
She is dead. She is dead. I killed her.
You liar.
I have something in my pocket. It's not a weapon. I am slowly gonna reach for it.
So as you saw in this clip, Daryl ambushes Negan in this clip through a Look at the Flowers episode. When Negan returns in the shack where he took Lydia prisoner in the episode War of Us, which was the last episode, Negan had to use the girl as bait to lure her mother, Whisperer leader Alpha, into a trap that ended with Negan slicing Alpha's throat and bringing her zombified head to Carol. It was Carol who released Negan from jail with orders to infiltrate the Whisperers and kill Alpha. But with Carol away chasing ghosts, Negan is left with nothing but Alpha's flesh mask as proof he upheld his end of the deal. He said, as we saw that, she is dead, I killed it, Negan tells Daryl while staring down his crossbow. When Daryl calls him a liar, Negan unpockets her mask. Her mask ain't her head, Daryl growls, not knowing Carol already spiked Alpha's head at the Whisperer border where she discovered son Henry's head displayed months earlier. The whole reason I threw you in with them so I could get close enough to Alpha to slit her throat, Negan spits out. Now you talk about silencing the Whisperers. I silenced the Alpha. Why the hell do you think your girlfriend let me out the cell? This news to Daryl out for revenge after Negan participated in the Whisperers' fiery attack that devastated the hilltop. I mean, he knows that Negan was there because Negan put down the tree, or Daryl said something like, he's with her now, Negan's with her now. So that's why I think Daryl's angry. I mean, people died in that fiery attack on Hilltop. So that's why I think he's going to be angry. Devastated the Hilltop and still pissed at Carol over reckless decisions made when carrying out the vendetta against Alpha. Her son was beheaded by this Alpha and she just sees red. She's making poor decision. And Reedus previously told EW, I have that line, we don't fight for revenge, we fight for our future, and it's me constantly picking up what she's dropping down and I'm not agreeing with it and she's not listening, and it's poor decision making. It's when you make decisions that are from an emotional place and they're not thought out and she doesn't care who gets hurt, and after so many of these decisions it's just this blind rage that's leading her down at the start of the path, and that's not going good for anybody. Daryl hasn't seen Carol since before the Whisperer War at Hilltop in episode 11, where he told her he could never hate her even after Carol's actions caused Connie to be trapped in a collapsed cave, teeming with walkers. We think we're cool and then she fucks it up. Then you think we're cool again, and she fucks it up again. Reedus continued. And I'm like, yeah, I have your back, and this is getting ridiculous. And it ends up with this dynamite that she won't let go, and then she has to sneak away in the dark and plant it on the rock formation that's going to come down and kill the Horde. And then it ends up, she almost gets herself killed, and it ends up with two beloved characters trapped. Despite Daryl and Carol's 10-year friendship, Reed decided the relationship definitely is not the same anymore. This is what Reedus described Daryl as a character, which is very interesting. So what do you think about that? Do you think that their relationship could be the same again? Even Reedus said about Daryl's character it might not be the same again, which is very interesting. But if you enjoyed this, make sure to give it a like and subscribe. I'm very interested to hear your opinion, and goodbye.